What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City watch-along today. We're going to be doing the watch-along of the third round match between Manchester City and Birmingham City in the Emirates FA Cup. That's right, we have another cup game for Manchester City to look forward to. City, of course, won the Manchester derby in midweek against Manchester United in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup, and now we're in FA Cup action. City, obviously all Premier League and Championship teams taking place in the FA Cup from the third round onwards. It's a footballing fixture that everybody looks forward to when looking out for the calendar. And so, yeah, this is going to be, I'm hoping, a very entertaining game. Before we speak about everything there is to speak about with regard to this game, though, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content and you want to help to support my channel, then you do subscribe. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. We are aiming for 15,000 subscribers. We're actually very, very close now to 14,800 subscribers. And I'm hoping that we can hit that on this live stream. That would be absolutely brilliant. So we can see that live subscriber count go up. Don't forget also to leave a thumbs up, like always, on this live stream. We are aiming for 100 likes minimum, so any help towards that, again, would be much appreciated. Don't forget also, social media links, they're in the description below, or you can go and search for me on my social media, which you can find just on the banner below me. Email also on there and in the description below too, if you want to go and hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos, or any general business enquiries. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. So let's speak about this Emirates FA Cup third round match between Manchester City and Birmingham City at the Etihad Stadium. Behind closed doors, no fans. I'm sure a lot of the Birmingham City fans would be very disappointed. I imagine if this was a game that was taking place as normal, there'd probably have been probably north of 8,000 Birmingham fans heading to Manchester today for this big game for them. And so, yeah, they've been robbed of that opportunity. As it is, no fans are allowed in the stadium with the ongoing pandemic, and so all games in the UK anyway are being allowed for people to go and watch. And so if you're wanting to watch this game is kicking off at 1:30 PM GMT, and the game is live on BBC. You can watch it online only. It's been streamed through BBC iPlayer, so you'll need to go onto the BBC iPlayer. If you are in the UK, you are going to need a television license to be able to watch this game. But yeah, so if you're wanting to stay tuned for that, then that's how you can watch the game if you are in the UK, and that's exactly what we'll be doing here today, with me being able to watch this game and do a live watch along. So let's have a look at the teams, and let's speak through this game and see what direction that we're going to be heading in. So let's just get onto the OneFootball app. And let's have a look at the lineup. So for Manchester City today, we've gone with Zack Steffen in goal. We've got Joao Cancelo at right back, and I presume a centre-back partnership of Kyle Walker and Ruben Dias. Ruben Dias on the left-hand side, and Kyle Walker on the right-hand side, and it looks like Benjamin Mendy going in at left-back. I'm a little bit disappointed that Taylor Harwood-Bellis isn't starting. I'd have probably gone with Walker at right-back and Harwood-Bellis next to him, and given Cancelo a break, considering Cancelo has played a lot of minutes over the last few weeks. So there we go. In midfield for Manchester City, it does look like it possibly may well be Rodri, De Bruyne, and one of either Bernardo Silva or Phil Foden. I reckon it'll be Foden on the left, De Bruyne on the right, Rodri in defensive midfield, and then it will be Riyad Mahrez on either the right or left wing, and Bernardo Silva on the other wing. It could be Foden out wide, Bernardo through the middle, and Mahrez on the right would be quite logical for City for this game. And nice to see Gabriel Jesus returning to the lineup along with Kyle Walker after they've both done their isolation period after testing positive for COVID-19, and Jesus leading the line for Manchester City there. A very strong side this from City. Kevin De Bruyne is starting. That's very interesting. Obviously City had that little break with the postponement of the Everton game at the end of December, so the City squad's feeling a bit fresher, so I can understand why Pep's gone with such a strong squad. I'm surprised. I'm surprised Foden's starting. I'm surprised De Bruyne is starting. I'm surprised Diaz is starting. I'm surprised Cancelo is starting, if I'm completely honest. And I thought there may be one or two maybe youth players that might have started in this game. Like I said, I wouldn't have seen a problem with Taylor Harwood-Bellis starting in this game, because in my opinion, someone like Harwood-Bellis is of fantastic championship quality, and I think he would do very well starting alongside a lot of the Manchester City first team. So I thought he'd have started. And I thought we might have seen Luke and Betty as well. Obviously, there we go. We've got Liam Delap on the bench as well, and Felix and Amicha, so lots of young players there. I imagine we may see one or two of them. I'm not sure if we're allowed 5 substitutes. I think we are allowed 5 substitutes for this game, but don't quote me on that. And then if City needed any first team players, we've got on the bench Oleksandr Zinchenko, Fernandinho, Ilkay Gundogan, the informed John Stones, and also Ederson returning to the lineup for Manchester City. So nice to see Ederson returning as well. And so I suspect that Ederson will be starting in midweek for Manchester City. So this will be more than likely Zack Steffen's last start for Manchester City until he gets his next opportunity, which if we go through will probably come in the FA Cup next round, unless Ederson ends up getting an injury or anything happens. So we'll see. Now moving on to Birmingham City, they've gone with their team. They've gone with Prito in goal, Colin at right back, George Friend at left back, San Jose and Clark Salter in the middle, Kieftenbeld and Sunjic in the middle. Then they've got Harper on one wing, they've got Sanchez on another, Jonathan Lecco through the middle, and Scott Hogan up top. On the bench, they've got Kristian Pedersen, Adam Clayton, former Manchester City man. Also got Mark Roberts, Jutkiewicz, Etheridge, Neil Etheridge, the goalkeeper, McGree, Harlee Dean, Josh Cogley, and Jeremy Bella as well. So I'm surprised they've not gone with Jutkiewicz up top. A little bit more power for them to allow them to try and target some set play, long throws and balls over the top, because he is a target man. So I was expecting him to start, and he hasn't. They've gone with Scott Hogan instead, which is quite interesting. Maybe it was Aaron Clayton, not Adam Clayton. There we go. So it's not former Manchester City man. Sorry, I got that mixed up, so I apologise for that. So there we go. That's Birmingham City's team there. Jonathan Lecco's a quick player, could cause problems through the middle there. I'm looking at Birmingham's team and I'm thinking, where's the problems going to be? They're going to have to be very sound at the back here. I know Manchester City have improved a lot defensively. City going with a little bit more of an offensive lineup. We normally go with 2 holding midfielders. We have gone with the 1 holding midfielder for today. And obviously with De Bruyne starting as well, City are looking for creating opportunities. It seems like City here are looking for goals. So yeah, I think that's very interesting for Manchester City. If I'm going to go for a score prediction, I think the City lineup is stronger actually than what I was expecting. Doesn't surprise me that it is strong, and Pep Guardiola is taking it serious, because he does take cup competition seriously. But I think there's enough out there for City to get the job done. I'm going to go for 3-0 to Manchester City in this game. I would like to know your score predictions in the chat to see what everyone else is thinking there. But I'm confident a 3-0 win for Manchester City get us through to that 4th round. And most importantly, it is straight trying to get into the 4th round. No replays, straight to extra time, straight to after that, straight to penalties. If it does end up a draw after 90 minutes, and a draw still after extra time as well, an extra half an hour there. So yeah, I think Manchester City will win this game 3-0. I think we'll get the job done. I think we'll try and get the game killed off before half time, and kind of move on from there. City have got some very favourable fixtures coming up in the Premier League, shall we say. And I think City will be looking to try and get things done, then they'll start coasting. I think City will look for 2 or 3 goals before half time, and I think City will then try and coast the game, just pass it around and try and take it easy. The Ole type situation is what I reckon. So yeah, it is a very strong team from Manchester City. If you wanted to watch on BBC iPlayer, I've just had a look online. It is going live at 1:20 PM GMT here. So 1:20, you should see that come live for you to be able to watch the game. So yeah, that's interesting. So I think that's everything for the preview. I wanted to speak about more because I didn't have a chance to do a video because I've been very, very busy at this moment in time with work and transfers and everything like that. That we've not really shown much appreciation for the match against Manchester United that we had in midweek, because we played in my opinion, one of the best performances that we've played this season. I thought we was clinical going forward. I felt like we maybe could have had 3 or 4 if we wanted them, if it was going to be extra clinical, but I thought that when we did get the opportunities, we did put them in the back of the net. I thought it was a bit unlucky with the offsides. I think United would probably feel the same with theirs. But all the correct decisions were made for the game. And I thought City took their opportunities really well. And I thought defensively we looked very, very good. And, don't take anything for granted. But Manchester United, albeit aren't anywhere near, in my opinion, as good as what they used to be. And they don't have that fear factor there. Manchester United still do have some top quality players. Paul Pogba, Bruno Fernandes, Anthony Martial, Marcus Rashford. These are very, very good football players that Manchester City managed to keep out for 90 minutes, a knockout match, and managed to get the job done at Old Trafford. So I say that I thought City were very, very good in that game against Manchester United, and we look very fresh. We look up for it. We look motivated, which is really good. And I presume that Pep's wanting the momentum, and that's probably why he's gone with such a strong squad here, that he's just wanted City just to win every single game. Now, I could sit here and I could say that Manchester City, could chuck the FA Cup if they wanted to. We could have put a completely weakened side out. We could have said, we're not interested in the FA Cup. We're already in the final for the Carabao Cup, and I could forgive City for chucking the FA Cup if they wanted to. We have got a lot of games coming from now until May. Also, we've got the Champions League to contend with. City certainly in and around where they need to be for the Premier League as well. I think the last thing City would want is distractions. And like I said, considering we're now in the final of the Carabao Cup, I could have forgiven City for putting out a weakened side and chucking this competition. But as it is, looking at the lineup, Pep's not thinking that at all. It doesn't surprise me that he's not thinking that, because Pep's a winner, loves winning things. He'll take it very seriously. He'll want Manchester City to win this. He'll want City to win the Carabao Cup. He'll want City to win the Premier League. He'll want City to win the Champions League as well, to his detriment as well. If that means City at the end of the season are completely flat out, done, exhausted, then so be it. And that might become a problem for Manchester City by April, May time. And so what I would say is that whilst I look at City's fixtures coming up from now until the beginning of February, until that game we play against Liverpool, I think all our fixtures, in my opinion, are very winnable fixtures. These are matches where we need to make sure that we're accumulating as much points as possible, and we're putting ourselves in as stronger position as possible, because there will come a time where City will be flat out, and City will then need to get back to grinding results, and that we have been doing for the last couple of months or so, and we have got a lot better at that. So, yeah, I thought that was a brilliant performance in midweek against Manchester United. I thought that was a fantastic win. I'm ecstatic about that going forward, and I'm hoping we can carry that momentum forward. After all, the FA Cup is the oldest cup competition in football in the world. It's a prestigious cup. And while City love winning the Carabao Cup, we have won the FA Cup over the last few seasons as well. We won it in 2011, of course, and of course we beat Watford in I think it was 2019. I think it was. So yeah, City have won it a couple of times, and I think Pep would want to win it more often than what we are. And so I think that's the reason here. He's taking this game very seriously, and he wants City to win this game and get through to the 4th round, of course, and then we'll see who we draw in the 4th round, which will be played towards the back end of January. So there we go. Right, so I think that's literally everything there is to speak about, really, before we get to this game. So we'll do our nice little interaction with everybody, and we'll see who we've got tuning in today for our live stream. So, hello, Antoine. Thank you for tuning in. They're going for 4-0 to Manchester City. We've got Fabang tuning in as well. Hello, thank you for tuning in. Adam tuning in too. Once more, a JSGC regular on our live watch-alongs, going for 4-0 to Manchester City. Love that, Antoine. Changing the mind, might even be 5-0. We've got Elisa as well, so that's brilliant. We've got Mr. Super Sid, Hello Aaron, tuning in from home, going for 3-0 to Manchester City, moderating the chat as well. So yeah, keep it clean and keep it good, everybody. We've got Reece tuning in as well. Sergio Aguero, someone's tested positive close to him is the reason why he's not featuring today, and so he's going to need a new test to make sure that he is good to go. So City haven't included him in the squad, and I would imagine that for the next day or two he won't be around the City squad is what I would think. He may even need to isolate himself if he has been in contact with said person, so we will see. John, thank you for tuning in. The game is live on BBC iPlayer. You'll be able to click the link to that on BBC iPlayer if you're watching through your mobile device. If you're watching it on your computer or on your television, wait until 1:20, that's when the link will come out. I've currently not got access to the game and stream itself as well, so I am waiting for 1:20 to get that all sorted and set up. So yeah, that's 1:20 in the UK. Premier League once more tuning in. Thank you for tuning in, much appreciated. Sahil, I'm very happy to see Ederson tuning in as well. We've got Nadir tuning in, a regular for the JSGC live watch along, so thank you very much for choosing me once more and tuning in. It is much appreciated. Same to you as well, SP11, and you, Smith Soccer News as well. Reckon it'll be a hard game. I think Birmingham will sit deep. I think Birmingham will be hoping that they can keep this 0-0. If City can get a goal the first 15 or 20 minutes, and I think this team that we've put out there is more than capable of doing that, I think we'll be okay. Yeah, it looks like we're going SP with one holding midfielder with Rodri. I think De Bruyne is going to play in a more defensive role, so it'll be interesting to see how Birmingham try and exploit that. Tom, thank you for tuning in as well. Rodri, Walker and Diaz as a back three and put 2 wing backs. You could be right with that. You could well be right with that. And it could well be then, if they are doing that, City, that we could be going with 3 in midfield and going with 2 up top, which could be one of Bernardo, De Bruyne, Phil or Mahrez along with Jesus. You could be right with that. What we may see is more of an attacking front three of Bernardo and Mahrez, and De Bruyne and Foden floating around and overlaps from Mendy and Cancelo if Rodri's going to play in that holding position between Walker and Diaz. I'll be honest, I thought Fernandinho would be better suited to that, if I'm completely honest. Safi, so I've gone for 3-0 to Manchester City. SP11 going for 6-0 to Manchester City. James going for 5-0 to Manchester City. So that's fantastic. Onka Betsy, thank you for tuning in from South Africa. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you for tuning in. Where is everybody tuning in from? Please do let me know. So Finso going for 8-0. That's outrageous. You might not be far off. You may not be far off. It might not be as outrageous as what it looks. We'll have to wait and see with how City are feeling. Ezzy going for 6-1 to Manchester City. Birmingham to get a goal. I think Birmingham will be very, very happy to get a goal or keep this game very tight and try and cause an upset. Like I said, I think their best route is probably to try and defend the game and try and keep it at 0-0 for as long as possible. Try and grab that first goal and put City under pressure. Astroniti, I think, poor team. I mean, it's disrespectful to Birmingham City. I think we've got to be very respectful to each team that we are playing. Birmingham have got some decent players in there that can cause City problems. If we're not on it, they will punish us. I think that's the case, not just through the Premier League, but throughout all teams, throughout the EFL and throughout England. If you don't put your opportunities away, then they will. And so we need to make sure that we're on it and we're putting our opportunities away and we're creating our opportunities and playing the best of our ability. SP11 doesn't surprise me with Mark Goldbridge, does come out with some outrageous things at time. We've got JP11 tuning in as well, going for 4-0 to Manchester City. City gang going for 6-0 to Manchester City. Yes, let's aim for them 100 likes. We're only 56 likes away, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Kevin, thank you for tuning in as well. Ethan wanting a Foden masterclass, that would be fantastic. Jedi City, thank you for tuning in, much appreciated. I am very well. How are you? Let me know on this fine early Sunday afternoon. City gang tuning in from Yorkshire. Kevin tuning in from Nigeria. Jedi tuning in from Germany. Nadir tuning in from Ireland. I've seen Pakistan. We've got Afghanistan in the room as well. That's absolutely brilliant. We've got Kenya, Nairobi. We've got South Africa. Lots of people tuning in. That is absolutely brilliant. So thank you everyone for tuning in. Let me know where you're tuning in from and your score predictions, as well as Nadir's going for 5-0 to Manchester City. Dream going for 8-0 to Manchester City. Kelby tuning in from Thailand. Very nice. We've got the UAE, India, more from South Africa as well. Cambridge, not as exotic as some of these places that I'm mentioning, but there we go. And Dad, thank you for tuning in once more. It is much appreciated by me and also moderating the chat as well. So like I said, do keep it clean. Right, someone's just informing that we can get it on BBC iPlayer now. So, moment of truth, let's get on to iPlayer and let's see if we can access the game. Hopefully we can. I can see it now, yes, live, Man City against Birmingham. Start watching. We've got a TV license. Yep, there we go. Yeah, we've got the game. Good to go. We're all good to go here on the JSGC channel. That's fantastic, as Dad's going for 4-0 to Manchester City. JJ going for 4-0 to Manchester City as well. I'm going for 3-0 to Manchester City. I will tell you right now that it is a very miserable, cold and wet day in Manchester. It's going to be very greasy and slippy, so it may be worthwhile maybe trying to have some long-range shots, try and test the keeper, see if we can force some mistakes, shoot on sight type situation may be best here from Manchester City. LG and Cow going for 4-1 because we've not got John Stones. No clean sheet. No Stones. No clean sheet. Love it. David Clark, thank you. Much appreciated. I do appreciate your kind words there and your support. It is much appreciated by me. I'm hoping that Gabriel will score for Manchester City as well. I'm loving that banner of Colin Bell, the king of the Kipaks there. 1946 to 2021. Rest in peace to the Manchester City legend, Colin Bell, who sadly passed away just last week, which is extremely sad. And like I said, all our thoughts here at the JSGC channel are with Colin's friends and family at this incredibly difficult time. I think everybody's feeling the hurt from the City legend passing away. Life, it's rubbish. Absolutely rubbish. Yeah, the game is live on BBC iPlayer. If you go on the BBC iPlayer, I'm watching it on my phone, so if you go on the app, it is definitely on there. It is live. You might need to search for it or find it. It's definitely on there. I'm watching it, so you will find it on there somewhere. As we're now at 50 likes now. That is absolutely brilliant. So thank you everyone for hitting the 50 likes already. We're halfway to our target of 100 likes. We've got more than 120 people now in the room for the JSGC watch along of this FA Cup third round match between Manchester City and Birmingham City at the Etihad Stadium. So I'm just going to go get my charger for my phone so we know we're not running out of power. Going to get myself a drink. If you're watching the game on iPlayer, they're doing a nice dedication to Colin Bell, which I'll be quiet for and I'll let everybody enjoy and appreciate the absolute legend, the phenomenal player that is Colin Bell. We're back. Charger in hand. There we go, drink sorted as well. Done. Oh, yes, I am. Yes, I am. Right, I think the players will be coming out very soon. Thank you, Antoine, I appreciate it. Yeah, that was all dedicated there to Colin Bell. Fantastic player for Manchester City. Absolute legend, great player. Of football. It's a big loss to the footballing world, not just Manchester City. Yeah, awful. Just awful. It's just a phenomenal player, Colin Bell. I'd love to have seen him play. Fortunately, not had the pleasure of being able to see him play. But I would love to have seen him play. Just a brilliant, brilliant football player. He's a big, big loss to the footballing world and to Manchester City, and of course to his family and friends at this really difficult time. Very sad, very sad. Anyway, thank you, David, for your kind words there and the hard work. Yeah, putting in a lot of grind here in the past month or so. It's always hard work doing the daily transfer updates for Manchester City. But I try and make them as informative, as passionate, as entertaining yet reliable as possible. Is what I always aim for with the transfer updates. And because they're daily, having to do them every single day, rolling them out, getting into the grind and getting things sorted. When I have some spare time, I mean, at the weekend, it's not a problem being able to do them in the week when I'm working full time and coming back and then getting them done and getting them sorted and stuff. It does drain you of your energy, but it's transfers at the end of the day. We all love transfers. It's keeping me busy. It's keeping me busy. I love doing it. So there we go. That's why we do it. That's why we try and get it all done. There we go. Watching it on BBC iPlayer. 100 likes before half time. Last couple of live streams, actually, we have done the 100 likes before half time. It's doable, only 40 away, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Thank you, Smith Soccer News. I appreciate it. I know a lot of people do like the daily Manchester City transfer updates, and I'm happy about that. I am happy about that. And yeah, we've got it going till the end of January. Getting a nice panoramic, scenic view of the Etihad Stadium. Never really get to have a good look at all of the banners and everything that's been set up with no fans being here. And it does look very, very nice, doesn't it? It looks very good. Obviously, I'd prefer for there to be fans in. I think it looks better having all the City fans in there being able to watch the club. But at the moment, that isn't possible. And I think everyone at City that's set up the stadium how it is, I think, has done an excellent job, so kudos to them. I think the stadium's looking very niche. As Birmingham City make their way out first for this game, they're playing in red. That'll go down well, won't it? So it's Birmingham City coming out first for this game in the rain. It's that fine rain that soaks you as well. As Man City once again coming out in their retro Manchester City shirts for this game in dedication to Colin Bell. Colin Bell, the number 8 at Manchester City, is why you can see the number 8 there. City playing in their sky blue shirt, the swimming pool kit, white shorts and blue socks. Score going for 3-0 to Manchester City. Thank you, JJ. I appreciate the support there. Do I think City can win the Premier League? I think City over the last couple of weeks have put themselves in a very strong position to potentially try and win the Premier League. And I think right now it looks a lot more positive than what it did a couple of weeks ago. Anything can happen. If we can get a run of form, win these games that we've got coming up over the next month or so, win them games, we'll put ourselves in a very strong position. But we'll take it a game at a time. I mean, City's the type of... I mean, look at the game in December. We dropped points against West Brom at home. Who would expect that? It's all about consistency. If we can win these games and get a run going, you know, win 5, 6, 7 games in a row in the Premier League, and that'll put you in good stead. It's something that City couldn't manage to do last season. That's why the gap was so big between us and Liverpool, that if we can do it this time, who knows? It's all about consistency. That is what will decide this Premier League title. Consistency. City can show consistency, then I think we're in a very good position. We can win it. Do I think we will? I'm not sure. There's my honest answer. As we are going to have another moment in silence for Colin Bell. Of course, we had one in midweek at Old Trafford, and we're having one again today for the legend, City's first home game since his passing. That was in dedication to Colin Bell, the Manchester City legend that passed away last week. Very sad. And like I said, all my thoughts with everyone associated with the JSGC channel are with Colin's friends and family at this incredibly difficult time. Rest in peace, Colin Bell. So we're all set for kick-off now for this game between Manchester City and Birmingham City in the FA Cup. It is Birmingham that are going to get us underway first, as the players do take the knee. Birmingham attacking from right to left, playing in all red. Manchester City attacking from left to right, as we do have kick-off. So let's go. Let's go as Birmingham straight away. First kick, pass it back, boot it, goes out of play. Straight for a throw into Manchester City here. I certainly think City are capable of winning the Premier League as well. It's all about consistency, as it looks like it is Kyle Walker going on the right-hand side and Ruben Dias on the left-hand side. As it looks like Joao Cancelo starting to go into the middle, and it could be a defensive midfield role, as Pep's not happy with something there. This could be quite an unusual lineup from City. And it's definitely looking like Cancelo in defensive midfield right now, alongside Rodri. It's a poor pass though, as Birmingham now into the City half, and a potential counter-attack here for Birmingham actually. It's into a decent position here, and Mendy needs to do a good tackle, and he does to intercept the ball there. The game is live on BBC iPlayer. If you are in the UK, if you're not, then I'm not too sure. It was a good tackle that from Mendy, just to snuff out the danger. That's another poor ball forward there from Cancelo, and once again Birmingham win the ball relatively high up here. It's a little bit of a settling in period this for City. A couple of poor balls forward, not really strung much together. It's a Pep Guardiola strange formation. As long as the players know what they're doing, I'm not really too fussed what position we're playing and what position the player's playing, as long as it works and we get the job done. Do I think Haaland and Messi will come? Messi, I don't think he will. I can see him signing a new contract. He looks more settled and more happy at Barcelona. And I think if he gets his way with the Barcelona president, then that's I think he'll sign a new contract and he'll stay at Barcelona. I could see Aguero going to Barcelona possibly, if that does happen. If he's not signed a contract at City by then. Haaland, I'm not sure about. If I'm honest. I'd like him at City. Whether I think he'll come is another matter. Birmingham here finding a little bit of space. Although City do snuff out the danger once more. We're on the cider today. As you can tell, I've got a batch in. So I'm having the same one. Although I think over the next week or so, just to vary things up, I'll get some different ones in. So we've got a selection. We've got a fridge behind me. We'll get it stocked up, is what I'm thinking. Lineup for City today. We've gone with Zack Steffen in goal. We've gone with a back... I'm not sure. I'll just go with a back four. Back four of Cancelo, Walker, Ruben Dias and Mendy. In midfield, it's Rodri, De Bruyne and Phil Foden. Out wide, it's Bernardo Silva, Riyad Mahrez, and up top, Gabriel Jesus. I'm not sure about Haaland, if I'm honest. I'd like him at City, but I'm not sure. We'll see. We will see. As we are up, we're only 30 likes now away from 100 likes. As De Bruyne is in space here on the right hand side into the penalty area. Cancelo is forced and rushed and can't thread the ball through to Riyad Mahrez, and Birmingham City's goalkeeper can pick up the loose ball there. No danger there at all. As De Bruyne was on side there, so it was a potential opportunity there for City to put something into box. A bit disappointing for the quality that De Bruyne has. Any news on Laporte? He's currently injured along with Nathan Ake. That's why they're not in the squad. Otherwise, this game would have been a perfect game for them to have been starting in. But that's why they're not starting. I'm wishing them a speedy recovery and we can have them back as soon as possible. Both good quality players. Very good quality players. And whilst John Stones and Ruben Dias have been fantastic, they can't both of them start 60-plus games. So there's lots of games, lots of minutes there for Laporte and Nathan Ake. It's just when you do get given the chance, you need to make sure you're putting in a good performance. And there'll come times where the players will need rest or where players won't put in as good a performance. And that's where you need to be ready to step up. And look at John Stones. He was considered 4th choice at Manchester City. Now he's arguably 1st choice. I think Raheem Sterling's just having a rest rather than injured. Is what I think. The ball comes forward. As we've now got 120 people tuning in and only 28 likes away from 100. My score prediction, I'm going for 3-0 to Manchester City. As Ruben Dias brings Manchester City forward here. Games on BBC iPlayer if you wanted to watch it in the UK. We've now got 130 people tuning in. It's a good ball over. City down the left-hand side. Can they make anything happen here? Thank you very much, Tad HG. Tad, I'm not sure I'm butchering your name there, but thank you very much. I do appreciate it. We're only 24 likes away now. Riyad Mahrez now. So they're just passing and knocking it around. Oh, it's a brilliant goal. Oh, that's brilliant. That's an absolutely brilliant goal. Bernardo Silva. That is a fantastic goal by Bernardo Silva. What a goal. So it's 1-0 there to Manchester City. It's an absolutely brilliant goal. It's a perfect start that City have definitely been looking for. Sensational goal there. That is brilliant. So we're not even through 8 minutes there, and it is 1-0 to Manchester City. It's an absolute banging goal. Brilliant goal, that, from Bernardo Silva. We need to get that score change. That's a brilliant, brilliant goal. And City are probing already. It's a brilliant goal. So there's a game. The goal has been allowed, so that's all good. All good for Manchester City. So we can just change that score up. His technique is fantastic. A belting goal. Brilliant goal by Bernardo Silva. Like I said, not even through 8 minutes he's put Manchester City 1-0 ahead. So it's Mendy now on the ball with the left. It's a dream start from Manchester City, and it'll do the world of good there for Bernardo Silva to pick up his confidence. Kind of falling down the pecking order at City. Getting himself a goal for Manchester City to put City 1-0 ahead here against Birmingham City. As the ball goes out of play there for a throw-in to Birmingham City there. Benjamin Mendy's not really got too much involved after his antics. I mean, I've said it before. I said we've been looking at Zinchenko and the player to leave. Are we looking at the right player that plays at left back to leave? Sensational effort. 19 likes away. City already 1-0 ahead. We're having a good time here on a Sunday afternoon for Manchester City. 18 likes away. Can we hit 100 likes before what? First 15 minutes? Don't think we've ever done that. So that's much appreciated by me for everybody. I appreciate that. As it's Kyle Walker now on the right hand side, so it looks like it's definitely Cancelo through the middle in defensive midfield for Man City. So it's like a 3 at the back, and then our 2 holding midfielders, and we've been seeing it more and more with Cancelo becoming more and more versatile. So that doesn't surprise me that we're seeing him in that position. Yo! I've just had a look on the live subscriber count. 14,700 subscribers. Changes and becomes 14,800. The JSGC. What a moment. We're less than 200 subscribers away from our aim of 15,000 subscribers. So thank you very much for that. That is much appreciated by everybody. Thank you everyone for subscribing. If you're new around here, then make sure that you do subscribe, as that's a good bit of pressing that by Cancelo, which the Birmingham City goalkeeper can now pick up the pieces there to stop a little bit of a counter attack there. Thank you, Tad. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Screamer of a goal, that by Bernardo Silva. What do you mean, Nakiso? If I was the manager, what would I do? Thank you, Auntie. I appreciate it. Had it for another run today. Running very smooth. That's a good ball overall. My stream's buffering. We'll put my hands on my head. We will never know. The ball's been threaded over. Jesus is on the run, but it's buffering. Look, it's stopped. And it's refreshing. It's done something. If this has gone in, I'm going to be fuming. It's now loading. I don't know what's happening. No one in the chat's put in that it's gone 2-0, so that's a good thing. It's back. It's resumed from where we left off, and its shot comes in and it's out. And I think it's taken a deflection and out for a corner, so there we go. Not all bad. Not all bad. Woo! There was a buffering. That was a tense moment. I didn't know what would happen. It was a good ball over. It looked like a good ball over. And, Jesus was twisting back onto his right foot, snaps his shot, takes a deflection and does go behind for a corner here to Manchester City. Corner comes in. It's a bit dodgy defending that by Birmingham, but they do eventually get the job done and bring the ball clear. City now with the ball, working it backwards. Joao Cancelo near the halfway line, just inside the Birmingham City half. Mendy gets it back down the left-hand side. It's Kevin De Bruyne. What can Kevin De Bruyne do with it? There's some overlaps. He cannot thread the ball through. Phil Foden picks up the loose pieces now, because it's just buffered now. I'm probably a little bit behind everybody else. So I'll just wait for the chance to go, then I'll refresh the stream so I'm up to date with everything. But a great start here from Manchester City. First 13 minutes of the game, City 1-0 up through a brilliant strike by Bernardo Silva. It's Mahrez now. Cancelo. Been worked. Mendy. De Bruyne. Can he find any space for anybody? If anyone can, De Bruyne can. As he plays it out to Cancelo. Twisting and turning. No real space for anyone at the moment. Although Cancelo driving forward. It's a good ball out. Riyad Mahrez. What can he do with it? De Bruyne now. Foden. Mahrez. Can he get a ball in? That's a good ball threaded through. De Bruyne flicks it across. In space. 2-0. There we go. 2-0 Manchester City. We're cruising. City doing exactly what I said that City would want to have done here. It's Manchester City simply looking to try and kill this game as early as possible. City will go one of two ways now that we've gone 2-0 up. City will either go into a cruise control, preserving energy, focus on their next game, and allow Birmingham City to see if they can get their way back into the game. If not, City could maybe drift that and get 3 or 4, or City could be ruthless, clinical Manchester City, and we could be looking to try and get a cricket score going on here. But as it is, first 15 minutes, it's Manchester City 2, Birmingham City 0. Great ball threaded through, De Bruyne with the assist, and it is Bernardo Silva again, a Bernardo Silva masterclass, as Auntie Paula says there. He's got himself a brace already. First 15 minutes, and City cruising their way. A good, well-worked team goal, that one. City cruising their way into the 4th round as it is. Birmingham City not really at the races, and like I said, no real reason for some of these players to be on the pitch that are on the pitch if this does carry on for Manchester City. You've got some good young players on the bench that I'd start to probably think about, not at this moment in time, but if we can get a third, I'd start thinking about maybe bringing a couple of them on and preserving the energy of some of the players that did play in midweek and that will be playing again in the coming weeks as well. I'm including players like Kevin De Bruyne and that, who... You know, if we go 3-0 up, the game's dead. Does he need to be running the risk of picking up an injury in a absolute dead rubber? No, is my opinion. Bernardo's having a great game at the moment for Manchester City. Having an absolute great game. Got to feel sorry for Birmingham. We do. Karanka. I'm fairly sure he was the Middlesbrough manager when City got knocked out by Middlesbrough. So there we go, as a shot comes in from Manchester City, and it does go wide by Gabriel Jesus. He's looking to get himself on the score sheet there for Manchester City. So it's been quite the live stream. First 15 minutes, we've already 2-0 up. City cruising and getting their way nearly there, actually, for us getting into the 4th round of the FA Cup. JSGC has... managed to go from 14,700 subscribers to 14,800 subscribers. So, yeah, we're well on our way, and we're only 10 likes now away from 100 likes, which is absolutely brilliant. So, we're well on our way with this live stream. So, thank you, everyone, for the continued support. If you're new around here and you are enjoying the content, then make sure you do remember to subscribe to my channel, and also make sure that you do leave a thumbs up too, because that would be much appreciated by me. So City, we're 18 minutes into the game, 2-0 up. Do I think Laporte will leave? No, is the answer to that one. I think it's just City hitting a little bit of a purple patch for defensive ability, and I just don't. No, I don't see Laporte leaving. there'll come games where Laporte will up his game and get into gear with everything. And I'm excited. This may well be a cricket score here. Although Birmingham City go down, sliding in, trying to win a penalty there. Trying to look for a penalty. Wouldn't have been a great start if it was going to be a cricket score. 2-1, if I'm honest. As sliding challenge from Birmingham high up there ensures that Man City now have a free kick. It's a bit of a poor giveaway that by Riyad Mahrez. Cancelo slipped. Good bit of defending that by Rodri. For City come away with the ball. There's quite a few predictions coming in now, going for 5-0 to Manchester City. I mean, I've gone for 3-0 to Manchester City. I'm going to stick with the 3-0. I did say first half I think City will score 3 times. And then I think City will cruise in the second half, and I think they'll just pass it around and take it easy and preserve energy, ready for the next game is what I think will happen. As we're 5 likes now away from 100 likes, so if you want to help contribute towards that, possibly put yourself in a position to become my 100th like, then that would be much appreciated. As we're 4 likes away now, we're on that big countdown to 100. 3 likes away, I'm confident. Can we do it before we hit the 20th minute on here? So we're 20 seconds away. So if you're watching this, leave a thumbs up. That'd be much appreciated as a Birmingham City player does go down for needing treatment. 2 likes away. We've got 5 seconds. Good stuff. We're falling just short from the 20 minutes. Never mind. Never mind. There we go. Can't do it by 20 seconds, but 20 minutes, sorry, but 20 minutes and 15 seconds in, we do hit the 100 likes. Thank you, everyone, for leaving a thumbs up on this live stream. I think we're doing that well. Let's aim for 150 likes. Why not? Any help towards that would be much appreciated. The 100 Club once more. Another live stream hitting the 100 likes as we get a replay of the first goal of Bernardo Silva. Well struck. Kind of looked like he was getting on top of the ball. There wasn't a lot of pace on the ball either, and he just kind of skimmed it with the top of his foot. Keeper no chance. Decent finish. Good team goal with Bernardo Silva with the simplest of finishes. Good bit of positioning there to put it into the back of the net. We've got a Villa fan, Andy, tuning in, wanting City to make it 10. You know what? Could this be the day that Manchester City make it 10? I mean, I'm going to have to change the font size. If we get double figures, I'm going to have to make that circle a little bit bigger. If we're getting 10. I have said I want to see Manchester City hit 10. I've never seen us hit 10. Is today the day that we hit 10? It's a bit disrespectful to Birmingham. I should imagine they don't want to be conceding 10 goals, but City put themselves in a strong position right now to score and score big. Currently 2-0 up. We're through 22 minutes here. So that's absolutely brilliant, as Rick reckons it'll be 8-0 to Manchester City. Always good to see. No problem, Andy. No problem at all. We like interaction here on the JSGC channel. We react with people that are tuning in. All good fun. Zack Steffen, he could be in for an easy afternoon, possibly here. Getting wet, stood around, being cold. Might have wished he'd brought a blanket or something out with him. City getting through the gear. Oh, I can't sing, so I'm not going to sing it. Certainly not had anywhere near enough to drink for me to be belting out tunes in my tone-deaf voice. Well, I did say it could be a time that if City get a third, I'd start thinking about some players coming off. Get 2 up top. Get Delap on. Get Jesus and Delap 2 up top. Let's go for it. Let's get all out attack. Let's get them 10 goals that we've been looking for. Hello, Mum. Thanks for tuning in once more. There's Birmingham. Still coming forward. Still trying the best. I think City are finding it too easy to find space. Sinks it here from India. All the way in India. Thank you very much for tuning in. That is much appreciated. I imagine it's... actually, it probably depends where you are in India, but I imagine it is still a fair bit warmer than what it is here in the UK right now. Like I said, it does depend where you are in India for that to be the case. It's a bit of a nasty challenge, that. There's a big follow-through. Sliding down, follows right through and goes into Jesus there. It's a nasty challenge. It's very greasy and wet out there. I said it's worthwhile having a couple of long-range shots. That's a good ball over now. Jesus into the penalty area. Can he play it across? Twisting and turning. Shot comes in and it is wide. JSGC, Mr. Worldwide. That's what we like to hear. No, it's cold in India too. There we go. I said it would depend where you are. I imagine down south in India it'd probably be quite warm. In fact, what is it in southern India? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. What is the weather like? I'm intrigued. I think of somewhere in southern India, trying to get my cricket knowledge. I know Chennai is not too far off the south, so we'll see what it's like in Chennai. 27 degrees in Chennai today. Whew. Wish it was 27 degrees here. There we go. Northeast India. Whereabouts in Northeast India? Let's have a look. I like knowing where people are. I'm nosy like that. Near Bangladesh? Maybe? My geography's serving me right? I don't know. Bengal, is it? I'm not sure. I might not be right with that. Manipur. Right, let's have a look what the weather's like in Manipur. Let's compare. Manipur. What? South Africa is nice. What's it like in South Africa? What's the weather like? What we're dealing with? So, Manipur. I've not heard of Manipur. Whereabouts exactly are we looking here? Let me have a look on the maps. I do like knowing. I'm too nosy anyway. What's the weather like Manipur? Oh, so it's near Burma. Oh, what time is it there then? I'm very nosy. Sean going for 5-0 to City. I'm going for 3. Japan, SA tuning in from Japan. What time is it in Japan then for you to be so sleepy? I'm going to presume that it's night time there. Currently 2 PM here. That is no problem at all. Onkabetsi, not a problem at all. Owen Cloud, thank you for tuning in. Hello, hope you are well. Brunei. Nice. There's a City dinker ball through. Good bit of defending there from Birmingham to bring the ball clear. This Birmingham defence is all over the place. So many gaps. Too many gaps. City going to exploit that. They carry on defending like they are. I can see City scoring more than my 3 that I've predicted. The UK is very cold, as it is 14 degrees Celsius in, it says on Google at the moment, in Manipur. So it is warmer in Manipur as what it is in the UK. We've just, I think it's a little bit warmer today because it is raining. I think we're looking at 2 or 3 degrees in Celsius. But over the last couple of days, it's been struggling to reach above freezing, which it's been a bit nippy, if I'm honest. But it is January, it is normally like that, so it's just I'm not a real fan of the cold, and so seeing these warm places makes me jealous, because I can't go. Never mind. Never mind. Watching the game, watching it on BBC iPlayer. Game is live on BBC iPlayer if you wanted to watch this game. Currently Manchester City 2, Birmingham City 0. 4 PM in South Africa. So you are 2 hours ahead in South Africa. I've always wanted to go and visit Cape Town in South Africa and travel along the southern coast. That would be really nice. I'm not too sure when's the best time to go to South Africa, but I would like to go. I'd like to go and have a look at Table Mountain, like I said, in Cape Town. I'd like to go and they do have that Seal Island. Oh, it's a good ball here. Square it across, surely. Oh, should have been 3. Riyad Mahrez, I think it was Mahrez. Was it Mahrez? I'm not so sure. Jesus, was it? Jesus? I think it was Jesus actually put himself in a great position there. Try and put it under the goalkeeper's legs. Couldn't quite manage to put it under the keeper's leg. Once again, Birmingham City's defence just wayward and all over the place. Should have been scoring there, if I'm honest. I think it is Jesus. Another good ball from Kevin De Bruyne. Finding too many gaps there. Just couldn't get it under the keeper's legs there. I felt like Jesus just took a touch too many there. Could maybe have just bent himself and put himself in a good position to take a first-time shot. But there we go. Birmingham defend the corner. De Bruyne tries to put another ball in. It is cleared, though. It's 10 o'clock in Brunei. Fascinating. What's the weather like in Brunei right now? Fascinates me. Oh, what's a ball? What a ball! Great chance. Goes down under a challenge. Wanting a penalty. Phil Foden's gone down under the challenge. I think a penalty's being given. VAR is having a look at this to see if he gets the ball or not. And is it outside the area is the question. Actually, it looks like it's outside the area. It's not a penalty, this. So that's going to be overturned. Does he get the ball? It's definitely outside the area, so it's a free kick, this one, to Manchester City. Next question comes a possible denial of a goal-scoring opportunity. I don't think he gets the ball there. No, he doesn't get the ball there. That, to me, is a goal-scoring opportunity. What have they given? A goal kick? Is that... That's a joke. I don't think he got the ball there. That is a joke of a decision. Anyway, De Bruyne comes forward now. Might not take City too long to get over that. Mahrez onto his left foot. Wants a shot. It's blocked, and so Birmingham can bring it clear. That's an outrageous decision. I'm sorry. I think City win it back high up here. Jesus sells Mahrez short, and Birmingham can bring it away. Oh, there's opportunities here for City. City need to be getting three or four before half-time, in my opinion. Needing 3 or 4. It's outrageous, that decision then, not to give a free kick there for City. It wasn't a penalty. I thought he'd given a penalty, but he's given a goal kick instead. I don't think he got the ball. That's my opinion, though. City coming forward once more. Shot comes in and 3-0. Game, set and match. Phil Foden, he's one of our own. Makes it Manchester City 3. Birmingham City 0. Job done. Case closed. 32 minutes. City sailing into the 4th round of the FA Cup. How many do Manchester City want is the question. Good shot that by Phil Foden. I think the keeper gets a hand onto that one. Doesn't stop it from going, though, into the bottom corner and making it 3-0 to Manchester City. Definitely at least a free kick, but never mind. Foden makes it 3-0 to City. Job done by City. We can all start thinking about the 4th round. Who do we want? Do you know what? I'd quite like Liverpool. That's my opinion. Oh, definitely just things you love to see. 3-0 to Manchester City. It's been all too easy, this, for City in the first half. All too easy. Bam. 3-0 City. Game, set and match, you would think now. Excuse me. It's all about how many Man City want now, really. Birmingham all over the place. Absolutely all over the place. Do I think my prediction will be true? Ask me at half-time. If this stays the same at half-time, I'm still going to say boring second half. City are just going to pass it around and coast and make some subs. Players like De Bruyne and that will come off. The fluency won't be there from City. And it'll end 3-0. Oh, my prediction could be gone here. It could be 3-1 here. Chance for Birmingham. Block shot! And Zack Steffen makes a good save. And I think he's gone in and he's picked up a little bit of a knock there. Is he wearing tights? Looks like Steffen's wearing tights. Good drive forward that though by Birmingham. Still trying to have a go. Still sending players forward. I mean, there's 6 players there that's gone forward. They're going to have a go. I mean, if they're not, then there you go. There's a good block by Cancelo. Take the sting out the shot. And Steffen gathers that up. So it does remain 3-0 to Manchester City. And Steffen looks good to continue, which is good. Thank you, Mixid. Mixid tuning in. On that push towards 1,000 subscribers. Good ball forward. And Jesus. Good dink over. Oh, good bit of defending. Good bit of defending that by Birmingham City to keep the ball out of the goal and stop it from being 4-0. Audacious effort that from Gabriel Jesus as Birmingham now come away with a counter-attack. Good defending by Walker means it goes out for a corner. Approaching 650 now. 350 subscribers away. End of this year. Mixed 1K. Here we go. Bijou is the cocktail of the day. What time is Bijou out? I'm not even sure if that chip was going in, actually. It was a good bit of defending anyway. That is the question. So, corner here to Birmingham. Sanchez to take. Comes in. And headed and straight into the arms of Zack Steffen, who immediately rolls it out and wants it to get going for the counter-attack. It's out at 3 o'clock today. Very nice. So, midway through this live stream, Mixed releases a video. Tuning in from beautiful Jamaica. Very nice, Philip. Laporte is currently injured, so he's not in the squad today for this game. If you're watching in the UK, the game is live on BBC iPlayer. Free to view for everybody. Dream left back. So yours is Kieran Tierney. It's a difficult one. It's a difficult question to answer. Dream would be Alphonso Davies. Great ball by De Bruyne. What a ball. Finds Phil Foden. He is forced out wide though. And so City having to work it backwards. As we're approaching half time here. Going to intercept that, possibly no. Keeps us well there, Birmingham man to keep hold of it. It's because they're playing in red there, and they've got Karanka as the manager. I apologise, we're playing Birmingham. if they want to show mercy. City, yeah, it's all about if City keep these players on and they're not. If they want to make a point and just carry on like they have been, then I would say 10's a bit of a stretch. I would like 10-0. I would say 7 or 8. 10's very difficult. I think if you're going to score 10 goals, I think you need at least halfway by half time. You need 5. So unless City, start just to push forward in the next 5 minutes or so and grab themselves a couple more goals in the next 5 minutes, and the way City are just patiently building and waiting for their opportunities. So unless City force the issue, I can see us hitting, I'd say probably 7 or 8 at most. I can see City, if this stays the same at 3-0 at half-time, making a couple of substitutions, and the key players like the Cancelo and the De Bruyne and the fluency out the game will go as they'll come off and put a couple of the young players on, just to give them legs a rest. We have got lots of games coming up. We're playing every 3 to 4 days, like always. So if the game's already done, and as far as I'm concerned, with nearly 40 minutes on the clock, this game is done. So that's a good question. Who do I think City will sign in the summer? All depends on who leaves. I think Fernandinho won't be offered a new contract extension, and I think he will leave. So we'll need a new defensive midfielder. I think that man will be Zakaria, but I don't think he'll be brought in until the summer. And I think backup contingency to him will be Douglas Luiz on the release clause that we've got him on, which is between 25 and 30 million pound. So I think we'll have a new defensive midfielder, and I think it will be Zakaria and Fernandinho out. I can see as a ball fizzles through, and Birmingham nearly had an opportunity there, but Zack Steffen does well to keep hold of the ball. I can see possibly Oleksandr Zinchenko's time being up at City, and if he leaves City, going for a left back, and if that is the case, we have had a look at other left backs that I think City may target. I reckon if we are going for a left back, try to think realistically for a player that'd be affordable. I mean, I'd like, I know Theo Hernandez has been linked, and I'd like City to make a move for him as a shot comes in, and it's into the side netting by Bernardo Silva, who's currently sitting on a brace looking for his hat-trick. So to sign a left-back, I mean, who's affordable out there for Man City to sign? Who would City go for? Who could we bring in? I'm not sure, if I'm honest. I think we'll sign the left back. Centre back, with Stones staying. I think Garcia will leave on a free in the summer. I don't think we'll add another centre back. We may look at a central midfielder. I know Jack Grealish has been mentioned a lot, and City are needing a homegrown player, so that would make sense, but I think it'd be a very expensive transfer to get done. I think if his price came down a little bit and was looking at around 50 to 60 million pound for Jack Grealish, rather than the 80 to 100 million pound bracket, which is currently what Aston Villa are wanting for him, then I'd say that would be a bit more realistic. So instead, we may look to another central midfielder, possibly. But I think all the focus will be on an attacker. And I reckon City could make a move possibly for Erling Haaland, is who I would like. I don't think we'll sign Lionel Messi. I think he'll sign a new contract at Barcelona when they get a new president. I would like to think that we'd make a move for Erling Haaland, but I think if we don't sign him, I can see City going for someone like Lautaro Martinez. Husam is more of a player that plays through the middle and plays in a more attacking role. He's a more dynamic midfielder. He isn't really a holding defensive midfielder like what Fernandinho is, and so I can see City going for an out-and-out defensive midfielder to help with Rodri. So we'll see who City target. It'll be a long summer. There'll be players out there that you think City will sign that we won't, and there'll be players out there who you don't think City will sign who City will play. He's a central midfielder. He's just not a defensive midfielder. Fernandinho's a defensive midfielder, and we've only got Rodri that's an out-and-out defensive midfielder, so I can see City going for that holding defensive midfielder. That should be a free kick to City, and it is in a dangerous position here, so a chance here for City to possibly make it 4. As a yellow card is given to the Birmingham City man. It's not been a great performance this by Birmingham, so can City get a 4th before half-time? Well, I'd be more than happy for Fernandinho to stay. I'd be happy for another 12 months. So it's Sunjic that's got the yellow card. I'd be more than happy for no defensive midfielder to be signed and sign an actual central midfielder in the summer to help cover the gap of David Silva leaving and keep Fernandinho for another 12 months and just keep it on a rolling 12-month contract. I think that might be what the problem is with Sergio Aguero. I'm hearing rumours that he's wanting at least a 2-year contract, and I'm not too sure if City are willing to offer him a 2-year contract with how he's been with his injuries. I think City are reluctant to do that, as it's De Bruyne and Mahrez currently stood over the ball. It looks like it's probably going to be Mahrez taking this. Looks like it would suit the left footer. So it is Mahrez that takes, and it's over the bar. Not a good free kick, if I'm honest, that by City, as we're only 30 seconds here away from the going into added time. Imagine there'll probably be a minute or two added on, with there being 3 goals, probably be a minute. I think Mahrez will be disappointed not to have hit the target from there, if I'm honest. The ball is launched forward, and it filters through, and City do pick up the ball as we go into added time now, and the ball is fizzled out to Gabriel Jesus up top. Jesus now to De Bruyne. As we're into 2 minutes added on rather than 1. That's be a free kick again to City, just outside the area, this time in a wide position, so a chance for City to whip a ball in rather than have a shot. So it was Riyad Mahrez driving at the Birmingham City back line. He is fouled by Jonathan Lecco, and so it is a free kick here to Manchester City, as Karanka doesn't look very happy. I got my prediction right. I said 3-0 to Manchester City by half-time. We'll make the changes and then we'll take it easy in the second half, is what I think will happen. So I'm sticking to my prediction, 3-0, unless this goes straight in. I mean, City could go for a shot here. I think it looks like it's going to be De Bruyne taking this. Foden's also there, but it looks like he's going to whip a ball in. And it is going to be De Bruyne. Puts a ball in, goes towards the back post. Isn't a good ball in. And Birmingham can clear their lines. That was a bit of a waste of a free kick from Manchester City. De Bruyne once more with another opportunity. Puts a ball in. Doesn't really beat the first man. Another disappointing ball in from De Bruyne. And Birmingham can come away with the ball. The referee plays advantage. So a chance here for Birmingham if they can get it right to possibly launch a counter-attack. Too heavy a touch though means City can come away with the ball. Got 30 seconds to go of this first half now. So it looks like it is going to be Manchester City 3, Birmingham City 0. A good performance for City, and certainly on their way into the 4th round, which I don't think we can ask for any more, if I'm honest, as Phil Foden drives City forward for the last opportunity of the half. Mahrez drives it forward, Birmingham intercepts, and they clear their lines, and that you would think will more than likely be that. Just exchange a couple of passes, referee puts a whistle in his mouth, and there is the half-time whistle. So it is Manchester City 3, Birmingham City 0 here at half-time. City well on their way into the 4th round. City playing very well. I think Birmingham are making this game very easy for Manchester City. They're offering us far too much space. The backline looks disorganised. It looks disjointed from Birmingham. They're not really causing us too many problems going forward up top. City have been nowhere near at their best here in terms of passing and having the ball stick to our feet and it being fluent from Manchester City. It's just City have got exceptional players on the pitch. It's a strong squad from Manchester City. More than enough about us that if you're going to offer us as much space as what Birmingham are, that we'll be able to punish them and be able to see a position that we're in right now. We're 3-0 up at half time. We're cruising to the 4th round of the FA Cup. all too easy for Manchester City, as Dad says there. Very easy for Manchester City at this moment in time. I think City will make some changes in the at half-time. I think they'll make a couple of changes. They'll bring off the important players, the Kevin De Bruyne's, the Joao Cancelos possibly, maybe even Phil Foden as well. Give them 45 minutes here, give them some rest and bring on some of the other players, the younger players is what I'd have thought City would go for, not to run the risk of any injury, and then move on from there, really. So, let's have a look at the statistics for this game so far. So Manchester City dominating possession, having 77.6% possession compared with 22.4% possession for Birmingham City. So City dominating the ball. Birmingham have had 2 shots, 1 on target, 1 save for Zack Steffen to make. Manchester City have had 11 shots, 5 on target, 3 goals. Not a bad effort at all. Bernardo Silva taking a couple of good opportunities for Manchester City. He's been City's clinical player through the middle at this moment in time for City. He's had a bit of a quiet game, Bernardo, really, but yeah, he's found himself sitting on a hat-trick, which is interesting. Jesus has got himself into a couple of good positions as well. He probably did be disappointed that he hasn't got a goal. Mahrez has found it easy getting forward. De Bruyne has been allowed too much space. Foden's having a good game as well. And we have a clean sheet as well. So, all in all, I don't think we can afford to complain about anything. Man City's pass completion rate, I said City haven't been too great on the ball, and at times they haven't. Yet our pass completion rate is at nearly 94%, which is the highest I've ever seen from Manchester City, which shows you just how much of the ball Man City are having that I'm noticing when we're giving the ball away. And we're giving the ball away in some silly areas. And so I'd have thought City would be looking to try and rectify that. Birmingham City is currently at 75% pass completion rate, which isn't too bad for any team that comes to the Etihad Stadium to post such statistics. So there we go. City have created 1 clear-cut chance compared with Birmingham's none. City have had more corners, 2 compared with Birmingham's 1. City, considering we've got Jesus starting, haven't had any offside, which is probably the most surprising statistic that we've had at this moment in time. In terms of tackle completions, Manchester City at 43%, which is okay. Birmingham's at 20%, which isn't very good at all. Aerial duels for City at 66.6%. Birmingham's at 33.3%. So City winning 2/3 of their aerial duels, which is good to see. Both keepers have had 1 save to make. Birmingham have picked up 1 yellow card and no red cards at this moment in time for either side. So Manchester City cruising their way into the 4th round as it stands. It was Bernardo Silva with a great finish on the outside of his foot, just on the edge of the area. I'd say it was probably inside the area just about. Good finish on 8 minutes. 15 minutes, Bernardo Silva, a good team goal. De Bruyne squaring the ball across. Bernardo Silva's in space, gives himself enough time to find a finish under the defender and under the keeper. Into the back of the net for 2-0. Game set and match, you felt from there. And Phil Foden just sealing the deal on 33 minutes, getting some space on his left foot, stronger left foot, getting a shot away. Keeper gets a little bit of a fingertip onto it, but doesn't stop it going into the bottom corner to ensure that for this first half, Manchester City lead 3-0. So it's been a good performances from Manchester City so far. I'm happy right now with how we're performing, and long may it continue. Like I said, just keep an eye out now for the substitutions and who Manchester City change it up for going into the second half. So I am just going to prepare the area here. So we'll get it onto the second half. We'll make sure everything's set up for everybody to enjoy. So there isn't too much really to add on. So I think now's a good point to go around the ground and see all the latest scores at this moment in time. I think it's considering we're looking at the FA Cup, I am going to get the FA Cup scores from the 3rd round from the last couple of days as well, because it's not just Manchester City that are playing today. There's been games yesterday as well, and there's also been games too on Friday. So we had some games yesterday and on Friday. So on Friday it was Aston Villa youth side 1, Liverpool 4. They went through. Wolves 1, Crystal Palace 0. So it's Liverpool and Wolves that have gone through. From yesterday, Boreham Wood 0, Millwall 2, Millwall through. Everton 2, Rotherham 1 after extra time, so Everton through. Luton 1, Reading 0, Luton through. Norwich 2, Coventry 0, so Norwich are through. Nottingham Forest 1, Cardiff 0, Nottingham Forest are through. Chorley 2, Derby County 0, they've gone through as well. Chorley, big shout out to Chorley. That's a giant killing. That's a really good performance that from Chorley, getting the job done. I know Derby's been hit really bad with COVID-19 and players isolated, and they've had to put out a really weakened side, a youth side. Take no credit, nothing away though from Chorley. Shout out to Chorley. Result of the round so far, in my opinion. Chorley 2, Derby County 0. So well done to Chorley. You know what? Chorley away. That'd be a great match for the next round, for the 4th round for City. I said I wanted Liverpool. You know what? I want Chorley. I've changed my mind. What a match that would be. Blackburn Rovers 0, Doncaster Rovers 1. So Doncaster go through. Bit of a surprise that one. Blackburn going out. Blackpool 2, West Brom 2 after extra time. Blackpool win 3-2 on penalties. So Sam Allardyce, Premier League side. West Brom going out to League 1 Blackpool. So well done Blackpool for knocking out Premier League West Brom there. Bournemouth 4, Oldham 1, so Bournemouth go through. Bristol Rovers 2, Sheffield United 3, so Sheffield United go through. Burnley 1, MK Dons 1. MK Dons put up a good fight there after extra time, but it did finish 4-3 on penalties to Burnley, so Burnley go through. Exeter City 0, Sheffield Wednesday 2, so Sheffield Wednesday go through. QPR 0, Fulham 2 after extra time, so Fulham go through. Stevenage 0, Swansea City 2, so Swansea go through. Stoke City 0, Leicester City 4, so Leicester have gone through. Wycombe Wanderers 4, Preston North End 1. So I know Mick Sid won't be very happy about that as Wycombe go through and Preston are out. Then into the evening kickoffs. Arsenal 2, Newcastle United 0 after extra time. Arsenal getting a couple of goals in extra time to go through. Brentford 2, Middlesbrough 1 as Brentford go through. Huddersfield Town 2, Plymouth Argyle 3. So well done to Plymouth there, knocking out Championship Huddersfield away. And Manchester United 1, Watford 0 as Manchester United go through. And the match between Southampton and Shrewsbury Town for the yesterday was postponed. So let's have a look at the latest scores at this moment in time. There's quite a few 1:30 kickoffs in the FA Cup. It's currently Barnsley 0, Tranmere Rovers 0. Bristol City 1, Portsmouth 1. Chelsea 2, Morecambe 0. So Chelsea well on their way. These are all half-time scores. Cheltenham Town 0, Mansfield Town 1. Crawley Town 0, Leeds United 0. So a little bit of a tricky game that one for Leeds United. And Manchester City 3, Birmingham City 0 with City cruising. Now after these games are finished at 5 PM GMT, Marine. This will be the biggest giant killing of all time in the FA Cup. Playing at home against Tottenham Hotspur. Can Marine, 8th division side Marine, knock out Jose Mourinho and Tottenham Hotspur? The biggest gap between two clubs in FA Cup history is the upset on. Come on, Marine. Everton and Liverpool have allowed Marine to be training with them and using their facilities this week to help them in their game against Tottenham Hotspur, which I found pretty funny. And later on this evening at 7:45 PM GMT, Newport County playing at home against Brighton and Hove Albion. Now, not too many games that have happened so far. Currently, Scottish Cup. It's Airdronians 0, Edinburgh City 1 is a latest score up in Scotland. Into the Women's Super League, a latest score is Reading Women 0, Chelsea Women 2. Lots of other games have been postponed. Into the Eredivisie, latest score Heerenveen 0, Fortuna Sittard 3, VVV Venlo 0, Willem 2 is current. Willem 1, sorry, is Willem 2-1. That makes sense, doesn't it? Right, let's try that again. VVV Venlo 0, Willem number 2-1. The 1-0 up, okay, there we go. We'll move on from that. Full-time score, Sparta Rotterdam 0, Feyenoord 2. Later on this afternoon, big game, Ajax taking on PSV Eindhoven in Amsterdam. It's a big game. That would have been a nice game to have gone to. There we go. Never mind. In La Liga, it's currently latest score Levante 1, Eibar 1. Later on this afternoon, you got Cadiz taking on Alaves, and tonight you got Real Valladolid taking on Valencia. In the Serie A, it's finished Roma 2, Inter Milan 2. That is a full-time score in the Serie A. Parma 0, Lazio 0 is a later score. Udinese 1, Napoli 1 is also a later score too. And the other match is Verona 2, Crotone 0. Later on this evening, you've got Fiorentina taking on Cagliari and Juventus taking on Sassuolo. And that's kept you up to date with all of the latest scores from around the grounds on there we go on the this fine Sunday afternoon. Lights, camera, terrible indeed. Lava Boy, thank you very much. Much appreciated, showing the support there. I have submitted to Mixid. That's funny. I was that demanding. It's pinned them down and forced them to subscribe. You should be ashamed of yourself, Mixid. Ashamed. That's really funny. Woo! Right. So, all we've got left to do now is just wait for the second half to get underway, really. How are we doing for the likes? We're already at 112 likes. We're already past 100 likes. That's fantastic. 112 likes. 150, I think, is our aim. Yeah, 150. So we are 38 away. See if we can hit that in the second half. I expect it to be a quiet second half, this one. Lava, I don't check messages on Instagram. I'm forever getting lots of messages. I'll be honest, I don't check them. I kind of just put pictures on every now and then. Is how I do Instagram, is what happens there. FIFA leg from a Blues fan. If we make a comeback and win, I will shave an eyebrow off. That is pure dedication. Pure dedication. I'm hoping for City's sake we don't go out and you make the comeback, so I don't want you to make the comeback, but I think that would be entertaining to watch you shave your eyebrow off. So every silver lining if City, if things go bad in this second half, if I'm honest. Will Scotland beat England in the Euros? It's at Wembley, so I'm going to say no. I'm not feeling that optimistic for the Euros, if I'm honest. I don't think England are that good. It's my honest opinion. Certainly don't seem to have too much of a feel-good factor like we had for the World Cup. We're kind of very huff and puff. We're not too great at being a tournament team. Couldn't rule it out, if I'm honest, but I think England will get the job done at Wembley. I think if it was at a neutral venue, I think that might be a different story. I think we'll get some fans in for the summer. I think they'll have some stuff going on in the summer, is what I reckon. I think we'll have a clearer indication after Easter and into May. If we haven't got fans and everything rolling by then probably we'll be behind closed doors, which will be a huge shame. I want City to face Chorley in the next round. That's who I'm wanting. As the second half will be starting very soon for this game. As Birmingham City have come out for this second half now. It's a shame fans aren't in. I'd probably been there. I mean, I've said I've wanted for my 10,000 subscriber special to go and check out Hospitality, and something like this match against Birmingham would have been the ideal opportunity, with Hospitality being a bit cheaper to have go and do that video. So this could have been the game where I could have done that video. But as it is, fans aren't allowed in stadiums, so I mean, we haven't had a single City fan in the stadium this season. Some fans have managed to get 2,000 in. City haven't had one fan in yet. So there we go. As Birmingham will be making a substitution to start this second half. As Manchester City are coming out for the second half as well now. So it's see who's coming on. So I can see Taylor Harwood-Bellis there ready to come on for Man City. So there's a sub that City are going to be making. I knew this was happening. I'm sticking to 3-0 Manchester City. I'm sticking to it. As Roberts comes on for Birmingham City, and Clayton also comes on for Birmingham City. So a couple of substitutions made by them. As Taylor Harwood-Bellis comes on for Manchester City. It's not currently telling me who's coming on for them, so it remains to be seen. I imagine I'll find out in a moment anyway. City making a couple more subs, actually. We've got Felix Nmecha coming on as well. A couple of the young players coming on. That's good to see. And John Stones is also going to be coming on, so City actually allowing a bit of rotation. With them 3 subs being made, I'm going to definitely presume that there are allowed 5 subs, and that's why City will make quite a few changes here at half-time. So it looks like it's going to be all changed for Manchester City across the field. Someone as injury prone as what John Stones has been in the past, I probably would have not gone with Stones, but there we go, we have. I can understand why, because Ruben Dias has played a lot of minutes, so I imagine Stones will be going in alongside Harwood-Bellis. And Cancelo will be given a rest if he's come off, as referee has a whistle in his mouth ready for the start of this second half. There we go. So we do have a start for the second half between Manchester City and Birmingham City, with City being 3-0 up. I'm going for 3-1 to England. Who do I think Man City will sign this transfer window? I don't think City will sign anybody. If they do, I think it'll be younger players, upcoming players, either to sign, if they're signing from abroad, to sign maybe in the summer or for another time, or City to bring in a young player that will go straight into the academy now, is what I could see happening, as City looking to try and start where they left off, to try and bring the ball forward. As Delap's not coming on for Man City, but I'm not sure, if I'm honest. I think now would have been a good time to have put him on, but there we go. As you were very much correct, Crawley Town 1, Leeds 0. That's big. Big. And I'm going to have a look at who's come off for these players, because BBC iPlayer didn't put it up. I don't think any of the big channels that stream the football need to worry too much about BBC iPlayer challenging them for their games. Service isn't telling me anything. They're not telling me who's come on or who's gone off, which isn't brilliant, if I'm honest. So City do have it in the middle, coming forward. Just trying to find out who Harwood-Bellis has come on for. So it's Ruben Dias that's come off, John Stones on, Harwood-Bellis is on for Cancelo, and Felix Nmecha has come on for Kevin De Bruyne, like I said. So I was expecting to see De Bruyne and Cancelo come off, so Ruben Dias also coming off as well for Manchester City. Like I said, the fluency I think will come out of the game. I think this is going to end 3-0. I'm sticking to it. I'm going for 3-0. I said City will kill the game off. I don't think Leeds are too bothered. I think they're wanting out and just to focus on the Premier League. But it's a big shame, because the FA Cup's a good opportunity for clubs to make things happen. Have a cup run, why not? Get yourself to Wembley. See if you can get a trophy. Take it serious. You get a European place at the end of it. You get a trophy. Get some pride. I understand why teams are chucking it though with the season that's happening. It's a FA Cup will be won by a team that wants to win it. At the moment, it looks like Liverpool putting a strong team out, are serious about winning this. Man City have put a strong team out, seem serious about winning this. Man United have put a strong team out and seem serious about winning it. We'll see what the intentions of Tottenham are. Could be the case for an Everton or a Wolves or someone else. Or an Aston Villa, someone that wants to take it seriously. Can they... Aston Villa have gone out, sorry. A Wolves or an Everton or... I'm thinking of another team. Who am I thinking of? I would say Crystal Palace, but it's not them. Leeds seem like going out. As that head's just about back to the goalkeeper there. A City were just looking to nosy behind the defender there. Try and pick up the pieces. Didn't happen. Didn't happen. This is good work by City. Jesus now. He's twisting and turning. Rodri. Bernardo Silva bringing City forward. Mahrez. Walker. Mendy on the left-hand side. Poor giveaway by Mendy. Mendy's not had a great game. Even though we're 3-0 up, I don't think Mendy's had a great game. That's what I think. For this so far, from what I've seen. Oh. So it's City attacking down the right hand side. City taking it easy. I said this was going to happen. I said this was going to happen. I want City to get... I think if we get a Chorley or a Blackpool in round 4, I think we may need to stream with Mixid. I was going to say Mixid's bar, but the connection is not too great in Mixid's bar. So downstairs, if that is the case, because that's a massive, massive game. If obviously the dates are right for Man City, and we're playing on a weekend, that may need to happen. I want City to get Chorley. That'd be great. When is the draw? Let's have a look. When is the FA Cup? FA Cup 4th round draw. When is it? So it takes place at 10 past... So that's the... Oh, that's not right. It's not taking place then. Right, let's have a look. So 4th round draw. Right. So I'm just having a read of when it is. So it's taking place on the 11th, and very rare this, I've not known this, the 4th round and the 5th round draw is taking place at the same time. So the match is the draw is going to be scheduled and held ahead of the West Ham game on Monday night, with their 3rd round match against Stockport County. The draw is going to start at 10 past 7, and the second set at the very specific time of 7:23. So there we go. So the fourth and fifth round draw will be taking place tomorrow. So it'll be drawn on BT Sport 1. I imagine you'll be able to watch it live online as well. It'll be streamed on there. So there we go. I'm not too sure why it's taking place like that. One after the other. It's not normally like that. But there we go. Tumasime. You don't want Man City to win, but I think you're maybe disappointed with that one, if I'm honest. Nice. I get some dark fruit to go with it next weekend, is what I'm thinking. So it's Mendy. It's a bit quiet with transfer. Oh, I'll throw that out there for everybody to know. It's a bit quiet with transfer news out there at the moment today. I do have another video coming up, which I may put in place of the daily transfer update, which is transfer related, and it's having a look at Sergio Aguero replacements and who could replace Aguero in the summer and who City could target is the video. So that's what I might put out tomorrow at 10 AM rather than my transfer update, because at the moment it's very quiet out there. I think I have 2 stories, and I'm not sure if it's worthwhile me doing a video for the 2 stories. They're not overall appealing stories that I might just wait an extra 24 hours and have more to talk about, and in general a better video, considering I already have a video ready to sort and put out there for you guys. So that's what I might do. As City are coming forward here, it's all gone a bit boring at the moment. City passing it around, probing, looking for the opportunities. Birmingham looking a bit tighter. City looking a little bit more disjointed, although that's a good flick from City. And there's an opportunity here. And I think it's Jesus that goes down. The ball is cleared by Birmingham, and that goes out for a corner to Manchester City. So there we go. Amounts to a corner. So a potential opportunity for City. It's been all change for City with them subs being made, with De Bruyne going off and Ruben Dias going off, and Joao Cancelo, of course, going off as well. As the corner comes in, surely, oh, it's scrambled and cleared. What an opportunity that was for City to make my prediction wrong, and City get that 4th goal to make it 4-0 as it is. It remains 3-0, and a good bit of defending that from Birmingham in the end. It's a good ball in. It was controlled by City right in the 6-yard box, and eventually Birmingham managed to get it clear. So they get away with that one, so to speak. Get away with that one. I think whoever threw out a 5-0 out there may not be far away with this prediction for this game. We just keep getting a load of clips of Karanka licking his lip. Why? I don't know. Like I said, I've heard other people complaining of the coverage by the BBC. I don't think the other companies have to worry about iPlayer and BBC taking over their coverage, because this coverage hasn't been amazing. I mean, they've still not told us who the substitutions were for, who's come on and who's come off. I had to research that myself. Yeah. City coming forward now. Walker driving and chance and just wide. Bernardo Silva wanted his hat-trick, couldn't quite get it, and it does go just wide of the post there. Unlucky from Bernardo Silva. The game is live on BBC iPlayer. So we've got 32 minutes or so left of this game. City cruising their way to the fourth round. Fourth round's taking place tomorrow at 7 PM GMT, with a very specific 7:23 for the fifth round draw taking place. So City will know who they're going to have in the fourth and fifth round if City do go through here, which seemingly it's looking like City will, considering we are 3-0 up at the Etihad Stadium against Birmingham City. We've smashed past 100 likes already on this live stream, which is amazing. We're aiming for 150 likes now, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, if you are new around here and you're enjoying the content, please feel free to subscribe and help me towards my goal of 15,000 subscribers. We're now less than 200 subscribers away, which again we've hit on this live stream, so that's been much appreciated by me. We've had lots of good interactions. We've been speaking about weather, where people are from, score predictions, how good Bernardo Silva's goals have been. Benjamin Mendy looking like he should be sold by Manchester City. City finally making substitutions and making 3 of them at one time at half time. And Birmingham City not been doing too much. The side is very well, thank you, Onkabetsi. He's very good. I feel like I'm just going through the motions at the moment, though, for this game. I feel like this game's just dead. It's done. City coming forward, probing for that fourth. The ball comes in. It's not a bad ball in. And there's the fourth for Manchester City. Mahrez makes it 4-0 to City. I'm not too sure if he's offside or not. So I imagine it would need a VAR check, as my stream now thought it'd be a good idea for Mahrez to put it in the back of the net, leave the suspense there, and start to buffer and then go off. That's brilliant. Just the service that we were looking for. So I've no idea if the goal's been allowed or not. And then an unknown error, just what we're looking for. We'll see if it works now. We'll try again. So the offside flag has gone up. So it does remain 3-0 to Manchester City. VAR will have a look at this to see if it is offside. So I said I'm not getting too carried away right now. This could be close. This could be very close. Great ball in, a good finish. Great ball by Rodri. Brilliant ball. Good finish that by Mahrez as well, right under the keeper. It's a good goal this by City, if it does count. Like I said, the offside flag did go up. We haven't had a resumption yet, so I imagine VAR will be checking the offside. Yep, no goal offside, so it stays 3-0 to Manchester City. So my prediction, still alive, of City to coast in the second half, not score any, and it stays at 3-0. Although, City coming forward once more now. Another chance, it's Mahrez. Good bit of defending that by Birmingham to gather up the ball again. City pick up the loose ball, though. Zack Steffen will pick up that ball, so no danger there. Passing around and probing. All the intensity's gone away from this game. I knew this would happen. I said it. I said it. I was trying to read about the offside. I thought they checked it and said it was offside. People disagreeing. Someone working for the MEN said he disagrees and thought it was waiting for it to be overturned and the goal to be allowed, and VAR upholds the decision. But I said it was close. I'd like to have seen the lines on whether it was offside or not, as Mahrez has a shot well blocked by Birmingham City coming down the right hand side. This time it's too much on that, and Birmingham will put it out for a throw in there. City probing here. Probing. Are Leeds really 3-0 down? No. No, that can't be right. That can't be right. Anyway, Bob, thank you for tuning in. Much appreciated. Hello there. Hope you are well. Leeds can't be 3-0 down, can they? Let's go on their Twitter. It must be amazing. Currently got it at 2-0. Ooh. Let's go on their live thing that's happening. Live updates. As Birmingham are coming forward here. Oh, it is 3-0. How embarrassing. That's embarrassing. So Bielsa's boys Leeds are going out to League 2 Crawley. Ouch. Ouch indeed. R.I.P. Leeds United. Never mind. Never mind. So we've got 25 more minutes yet left of this game. We know City are going through. Intensity's kind of dropped off with the substitutions. And like I said, City are coasting. Can take it easy. I mean, I've got things to be doing. Things I could be doing in this time. Sat here watching City cruise away. Come on, City. Let's get a fourth. Let's keep it going. Let's get a big score. Let's make ourselves feel better about ourselves. So Mendy on the left. Like a free kick, and it is a free kick. A foul on, I think it was it Mahrez by Roberts? Was it Nemicha? Nemicha it was. So City have a free kick in a bit of a dangerous area here. Chance to put a ball into the box. Can now allow that man, John Stones, to go forward. As Rodri looks like he's going to come off. So he's done 65 minutes here. And he comes off, and it's Fernandinho that's going to come on as City make their fourth substitution. So City will have one more substitution. As Birmingham City are ready in their last two substitutions. Another two substitutions for them. So they're allowed one more as well when they come on. So Nemicha stood over the ball and Phil Foden. It's going to be Foden that puts the ball into the box. Just about beats the first man. Rebound, and it's hit against the floor and goes out. It was a big opportunity, that one, for Bernardo Silva to possibly get his hat-trick. As it is, remains 3-0. As Birmingham make their substitutions. Jutkiewicz is coming on, which I'm happy about because I put him in my thumbnail, sorted him to feature. So he has, so that's good. So Fernandinho coming on for Manchester City. We get to see another 22 and a half minutes of Fernandinho. Life isn't all bad. As Mendy does well to keep hold of the ball there for City. Steffen now with the ball. to Fernandinho. I'm wondering who else could come on for City. I would surely have thought it would be one of the younger players. And if that's the case, would it be Mbete? May we see him for the first time making his debut for City? Or may it be Liam Delap that everyone keeps calling for? Could be a Zinchenko. It wouldn't surprise me if it's a Zinchenko that comes on, if I'm honest. Wouldn't surprise me at all. I'd probably put Delap on, I reckon. That's what I'd probably go for. I don't think it will, but I would go for Delap. I'd like to see us go 2 up top, see if we can get a couple more goals. That's what I'd be looking for. I want to be nice and positive. Delap in. You're feeling very positive there, Anti, wanting City to get that illustrious 4th goal. We've got 20 minutes or so remaining here. Game's just ticking over. I mean, I've got a new device and stick for the TV to get sorted up here. And I'm quite tempted in my spare time to just do that whilst watching this game. I've got a spare 20 minutes. A JSGC exclusive. Can he sort out the stick? And then very... You know what? Yes, let's do it. Let's make it happen. I'll have it out here so we all know what's happening. We can have a nice hand shot on here, and I'll see what's happening with the game. Yeah, let me get that sorted then. Right, let's get it on. Get it plugged in. Make sure it works. There we go. Ow, I just bumped my head. Right, it's coming on, so it's doing something. That's good. It's doing something. Yeah, that's right. We're cruising and we're bored. Wait for it to come on. Fairly sure it's meant to make a noise. It does come on. Yeah, there we go. It is making a noise. Right. So we've got it on H. See if it comes on. It won't do anything. We've got the TV on, so that's good news. I think Birmingham have a shot and Steffen makes a save. So there we go. Alright. See, I don't think the thing's plugged in properly. Is there something I'm going to do with this? Have a feel where the thing is. That needs to be moved forward. And it is. There. come on. Oh, I think I know what it is. Oh, I think I know what the mistake I'm making, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, that's what we like to see. Still 3-0 to Manchester City. I'm just trying to get this set up and plugged in and sorted. Is just what we're up to. What have we got left? 16 minutes. Right, I think I've just realised what I'm doing wrong. And hopefully this will sort out the problem, and that'll be good to go. There we go. Nearly good to go. Plug that in. Plug that in. Turn that on. Hopefully. No. Turn that on. Oh yeah, I see a light, that's good. Always good. Press that on. The City are making their last sub. Is it Liam Delap? It is. Jesus coming off. Liam Delap coming on. So there we go. It's Liam Delap that's going to come on for City. He's going to get 15 minutes to see what he can do. On. Go. I actually need batteries. Done. I'll just press it one more time, see what happens. We'll see. I'll sort it at full time. I've got everything else set up now, so that's good. Right, made use of our time. I like that. Right, Birmingham coming forward, defended by Mendy. It's out for a corner there to Birmingham City. Can they ruin it for Manchester City, and can they get a goal? Is the question. So, corner for Birmingham. Corner comes in. It's headed down and out of play for a goal kick. There we go. Out for a goal kick's what we like to see. So if you're watching this, don't forget to like and subscribe like always. We are rolling out daily Manchester City transfer updates. We've got plenty of videos coming up. Live watch-alongs. We'll be back for the midweek game against Brighton and Hove Albion for everybody to look forward to. And, yeah. And that's pretty much all there is, really. What type of team does my dad like? Dad supports Bolton. There you go. That's a good bit of play from Steffen out to Fernandinho to beat the initial press there from Birmingham. So all subs made by City now. We just got 12 minutes to go. And then hopefully it won't be too long added on, and that'll be the match, because the game's just... That's a great ball. Walker kind of gets it under control. Back to Foden. Walker now. Mahrez. Cleared by Birmingham. They will pick up the loose ball as well, Birmingham. And drive forward. And they got themselves a throw-in as well. Right, I think we'll get everything set up ready for full time. Is what we will do. See, Mix's video's gone live. There we go. So City's choose to use all their subs. There we go. As City do try and come forward to create an opportunity, but the ball's going to be defended, and so Foden doesn't pick up the loose ball. Might finish this actually. There we go. Another one done. Well, we've got to wait on now. Full time whistle. Calvert-Lewin at City. Probably not. Flash in the pan player. I'm not a real fan of him, if I'm honest. Doesn't offer too much. Oh, no. There you go. That's my answer. Fernandinho now. My score prediction may just be correct, you know. 3-0. I said this was going to happen. Coasting. 9 minutes to go. I said we're coasting. It's a good ball over. Liam Delap now. What can he do with the ball? Anything for City? Mendy. Ball over. Headed across, and it's unlucky from Liam Delap. It does go out of play. Nice tall physical striker for Manchester City, who I would personally like to see get more minutes and more appearances on the bench and more appearances for Manchester City in total, if I'm honest. Birmingham looking to try and spoil the party and spoil the clean sheet and get a goal. A shot comes in from Birmingham. That's desperately unlucky. It's just over the bar. Really good shot and effort that for Birmingham. Nearly getting themselves a goal back. Not quite, but nearly. A poor bit of work by City playing out from the back. Like I said, our passing hasn't been brilliant in this game, even though the stats suggest otherwise. And a great effort goes... I think that went... Was it wide? Just over the bar, actually, onto the roof of the net. Just dinking over. Really unlucky, that. Midweek, I think, we've got Brighton. I want to say 6 o'clock, but I will have a look for that. There's another chance for Birmingham. Good shot by Mendy. Blocked by Mendy. Another shot comes in and a good save from Steffen. And the ball's bundled out of his hands and wide. Jutkiewicz should have scored for Birmingham. I think the offside flag's gone up, so it wouldn't have mattered. Yeah, 6 o'clock. Don't worry, guys. By the way, I will be able to live stream that. That is all sorted, so we don't have to worry about that. We will be live streaming that match against Brighton. 100%. He was offside then, Jutkiewicz. It wouldn't have counted. As Steffen did well to roll that onto his leg and wide. Yeah, 6 o'clock Wednesday, the match against Brighton. So we'll be live at 5:30 for that match. As Birmingham creating another opportunity, and it's defended by City and over the bar. It's Birmingham that are looking more likely to score here, not Manchester City at this moment in time. Taylor Harwood-Bellis clears it, as City looking to try and keep hold of that clean sheet. So, corner for Birmingham. Comes in. It's cleared by Fernandinho at the near post. And City managed to clear their line through Felix Nemicha. Birmingham, though, keep hold of the ball. It's a good run, this, by Birmingham. Can they get a shot away? They can, and it's wide. Don't think Steffen has Ederson ability. I think Steffen's a good quality goalkeeper. I don't think he's as good as Ederson. I think given a run of games for Steffen to do his confidence a world of good. I think he's a good goalkeeper. I'd have to see more of him to tell if he's any better than that. Certainly a decent option for City on the bench, and certainly a decent option for City as a number 2. I think there'll come a point where Steffen will want to be a number 1, and he'll probably have to go to a club, probably not as good as Manchester City to be a number 1, but build himself up. There's a poor giveaway from Manchester City at the back here, allows Birmingham once more another opportunity. City living dangerously here if they want to keep hold of that clean sheet. Less than 3 minutes to go here. Ball comes in from Birmingham. It's cleared by Manchester City. City win the second ball and can pick up the loose pieces and bring the ball away. It's Bernardo Silva now driving City forward. This is much more end-to-end for this game now, as City look to try and play it through, and a free kick is going to be given to City in the end. And a yellow card is also given to the Birmingham City player. As we're up to 123 likes now. Like I said, our aim is to get to 150 likes, so 27 away. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. If you haven't already, then please do leave a thumbs up. That would be much appreciated as San Jose goes into the book. And also don't forget to subscribe if you are new around here. We will be doing another live watch along on Wednesday evening, live from 5:30 for the 6 PM GMT kickoff game for the game at the Etihad Stadium between Manchester City and Brighton and Hove Albion in the Premier League. We're back underway after last couple of games have been cup competitions, back underway with Premier League football. Mahrez ships the ball in. Cleared though by Birmingham City. City pick up the loose ball inside the Birmingham City half. City just keeping hold of the ball now and working it backwards. We're also doing daily Manchester City transfer updates too, so you've got to stay up to date with everything, with all the latest Manchester City deals and everything with the transfer market currently being open. Then don't forget to subscribe. And press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on to be notified immediately for when I do upload. Stay up to date first and fast with the latest Manchester City transfer news. that would be much appreciated by me. So it's Fernandinho bringing the ball forward for Manchester City. It's a great ball by Fernandinho, such a vastly underrated player. Hello FIFA, thank you for tuning in. Is it 5:20 now in South Africa? Yes, 20 past 3 here in the UK. It's been a great first half for City. First 30 minutes, City fantastic. 33 minutes in, getting our third goal, and it's kind of killed the game and momentum once the substitutions have come in. Yeah, it's kind of nullified the game, and it's all been a bit lethargic. I mean, Birmingham City will consider themselves unlucky that they've not found a goal, as Walker plays a ball off a Birmingham City player. George Friend out for a corner kick to Manchester City. So we've got less than 30 seconds remaining here of normal time. My score prediction could well be right here for Manchester City 3, Birmingham City 0, as it's 20 past 10 in the morning in Jamaica. Phil Foden with the corner here for City. Can City get that fourth? We've not scored all second half. Birmingham City will be happy with this second half performance, keeping it at 0-0. Keeping it respectable as well. As the corner comes in, it beats everybody. Mahrez tries to keep it in, can't, and it goes out of play for a goal kick. So we're into added time now. How much is going to be added on for this game? How long have we got left before Manchester City confirm their place into the fourth round draw, which is taking place tomorrow at 10 past 7 p.m. GMT on BT Sport 1, just before the game between Macclesfield and West Ham. Stockport, sorry, and West Ham. So it's 2 minutes added on here, so we've got 1.5 minutes left. Dedication there on a Sunday evening, 20 past 11 at night in Brunei, tuning in, watching the JSGC live watch along, so thank you very much for that. That is much appreciated. As we've got 70 seconds remaining of this game. It is going to be Manchester City going into the next round. It's all about what score will it be. Is there one more opportunity? Can City get their fourth? Can Birmingham City win this second half and get a goal and also spoil a clean sheet for Manchester City like Chelsea did, as City look to try and press high through Phil Foden, who's had a very good game. But yeah, my JSGC man of the match is going to go to the man that's got a brace in this game, Bernardo Silva. That first goal was a sensational goal by Bernardo Silva and a nicely worked team goal for City's second and Bernardo Silva's second. I think it's a close call between him and Phil Foden. Phil Foden getting himself a goal has had a good game in my opinion as well. And actually De Bruyne has only been on for half a game. I thought he pulled in a sensational performance as well and deserves a special shout out. But yeah, my JSGC man of the match going to Bernardo Silva. As City intercept the ball, 15 seconds to go. As City can they create one more opportunity? 9 seconds left. City just happy to coast. So my score prediction is going to be right, and I've actually predicted what would happen in this game. I deserve to be classified as a football pundit now, because I've done something football pundits don't do. What they're meant to do is predict exactly what does happen, and the full-time whistle goes. I said it would happen. City will look to be getting off the mark quick, putting out a really strong team, looking for 2 or 3 goals before half-time. That is exactly what has happened. They'll make the subs. They're allowed the 5 substitutions. That will then mean Manchester City start to go a bit more lethargic and a bit more disorientated, and they'll coast the game because City are happy for it to be or to win, going through and winning 3-0. They're happy with where they're at, and that's exactly what has happened. So my score prediction was right, and I predicted exactly what I thought would happen. Pep Guardiola, I've sussed you, at least for this game against Birmingham City. So there we go. So yeah, let's have a look at the stats for this game. It does finish here, Manchester City 3, Birmingham City 0. Birmingham City now head out of the FA Cup at the 3rd round stage. Manchester City going to the 4th round stage. Like I said, 10 past 7 at night PM GMT here in the UK is when the draw will take place. At 23 minutes past 7 PM, that is, as well, GMT. The 5th round draw will also be drawn tomorrow. So we will know City's oppositions for the 4th round and the 5th round for tomorrow for everybody to look forward to. But as it is Manchester City that do go through with a very comfortable win here at the Etihad Stadium. So let's have a look at the stats for this game. Let's draw up some conclusions, do a bit of interaction, and then we will end the live stream there, and we will be back again on Wednesday for the next live stream for Manchester City, which is a game against Brighton and Hove Albion. So for the stats for today, we're going to be using the Warner Football app. So it's Bernardo Silva to them that's got the man of the match as well. So there we go. So, stats. Just getting them up. So it was Man City with 74% possession compared with Birmingham City's 26% possession. City had 16 shots, 6 on target, with 3 goals, which isn't so bad. A bit of a boring second half, let's be honest there. Birmingham City with 8 shots, 2 on target, no goals for them. Corners, 5 corners for Manchester City compared with 3 for Birmingham City. City ended up having a couple of offsides compared with Birmingham's 4 offside. Man City had 1 yellow card compared with Birmingham's 2 yellow cards as well. In terms of clear-cut chances, City still only created 1 clear-cut chance. Our passing completion rate did come down in the second half. Still at a very high 92% pass completion rate, which is one of the highest that I have seen for a whole game from Manchester City. Tackle completion rate at 40% for City and 36.4% for Birmingham City, which isn't too bad for either side. City's aerial duels at 62% compared with Birmingham's 35%. Both goalkeepers had a couple of saves to make. But it is the most important stat for this knockout match between Manchester City and Birmingham City, where it's finished Manchester City 3, Birmingham City 0. Manchester City through and into the last, into the 4th round of this of the FA Cup. For the 2020-21 season. So, just going to check around the grounds for what's happening at this moment in time. It has finished, obviously, Manchester City 3, Birmingham City 0. Barnsley 2, Tranmere Rovers 0 is a full-time score that's finished. Bristol City 2, Portsmouth 1, full-time score, so Portsmouth go out and Bristol City go through. Chelsea 4, Morecambe 0, picking up the heaviest win of the matches so far on Sunday. So Chelsea going through and Morecambe going out. Cheltenham Town 1, Mansfield Town 1. That's finished. No replays. That goes straight to extra time, which is currently being played. That will go to penalties if it stays the same after 120 minutes. Crawley Town 3, Leeds United 0. A big shock there. Ouch, Leeds. That's pretty funny, actually. Crawley Town, well done to them. They go through and Leeds United go out, and Manchester City have obviously beaten Birmingham City by 3-0. 5 o'clock GMT, 5 p.m. GMT, you've got Marine, the lowest ranked team left. The biggest gap between any two clubs ever in the FA Cup history, taking on Tottenham Hotspur. Big game. Come on, Marine. Let's see what happens there. And lastly, at 7:45 p.m. GMT today, you've got Newport County taking on Brighton and Hove Albion. And like I said, tomorrow you do have West Ham, who are going to be taking on Stockport County. But the game is live on BT Sport. That is from Stockport, by the way, which will be drawn. The FA Cup draws for the 4th and 5th round will be drawn before that game. The Bundesliga, Augsburg 0, Stuttgart 2. That's a half-time score. Later on today, you've got Arminia Bielefeld taking on Hertha Berlin. In the Scottish Premiership, it's currently Aberdeen 0, Rangers 0, Livingston 1, Ross County 1. It's currently later score Reading Women's side in the FA Women's Super League. Reading Women's 0, Chelsea Women Team 4. Looking round elsewhere in the Dutch Eredivisie, Sparta Rotterdam 0, Feyenoord 2, Heerenveen 1, Fortuna Sittard 3, and VVV Venlo 2, Willem 2-1. And you obviously got Ajax taking on PSV in 15 minutes. In La Liga, it's finished Levante 2, Eibar 1. Currently a later score, Cadiz 0, Alaves 0. In Serie A, it has finished Roma 2, Inter Milan 2. Parma 0, Lazio 2 is a later score. Udinese 1, Napoli 1 is a later score. And it's still currently Verona 2, Crotone 1, a later score. As well, and that does keep you up to date with all the latest scores. And like I said, tomorrow you do have the Stockport County game against West Ham United. So in terms of Manchester City, we go through to the 4th round. We'll find out our oppositions for the 4th round tomorrow, and also tomorrow we'll find out our oppositions for the 5th round in the FA Cup. Then it's back to Premier League duty on Wednesday the 13th of January, a 6 p.m. GMT kickoff time at the Etihad Stadium. Man City taking on Brighton and Hove Albion. And yes, we will be back for that live watch along for that game for everybody to look forward to. So, just going to do a little bit of interaction. Adam seems delighted. A1 Cloud, thank you for tuning in. And Antoine as well, thank you for tuning in. It is much appreciated by me. Dad, yes, I am conservative, it seems, predicting what happens. I seem to be better at predicting Manchester City than I am at predicting Super 6. That is for sure. Adam going for Phil Foden for his man of the... Man all of the month. There we go. Not even man of the match. Man all month. There we go. Thank you very much, Onkabetsy, for tuning in. It's much appreciated. Hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Yes, I think we'll do our promos now. We're currently at 126 likes. Let's see how many likes we can end on before we end this live stream. So I wanted to thank everybody for tuning in. If you are new around here and you want to stay up to date with all the latest Manchester City news, transfer news, we're rolling out daily Manchester City transfer updates, live watch-alongs and all that good stuff with Manchester City videos, then make sure that you do subscribe to my channel, JSGC, Man City fan channels, we can see from the sign just behind me. Then make sure you do subscribe. We're aiming for the big number, 15,000 subscribers. We're less than 200 subscribers away. We've switched from 14,700 to 14,800 on our live subscriber count during this live stream. We are closing in on that number, so any help towards that would be much appreciated by me. So if you are new around here, please do subscribe, press that red button, press the bell to put your push notifications on. Leave a thumbs up if you did enjoy this live watch along of this FA Cup 3rd round match between Manchester City and Birmingham City that has finished 3-0. Go and follow me on my social media, links in the description below, or you can go and search for me and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. You can see them on the banner just below me, or you can hit me up for any sponsorships, for any videos, or any general business enquiries through my email, which you can also find in the description and on the banner below me too, if you want to go and hit me up on my emails. Don't forget also to leave your thoughts if you're watching this after the game in the comments below. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And that is everything. So I wanted to thank everybody for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. I've been JSGC. And we'll see you all again for the live watch along for the game against Brighton on Wednesday. In the meantime, we've got daily transfer updates rolling out for everybody to enjoy. We've also got other videos coming up very soon too. Thank you very much, Dad. Stay safe, everybody, and I'll see you all again for the next Manchester City video. So I've been JSGC. I hope everyone has had a great weekend. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Peace. Ciao for now.